Hi, hello, how are you? Amanda, Seint artist. My husband is outside, so I talk softer because I'm weird. All right, we're gonna do a latte look for mature eyes. I had a lot of requests for this because some women don't feel that they can wear shimmer or they don't like the look of shimmer on their eyes. So we're gonna do a matte version and I'm gonna give you my tips and tricks. I don't have my eyelashes on, so I also want to show a trick I have for short lashes but still wanting to wear eyeliner. I forgot my mascara. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my brightening highlight, which is Sunlit right now. It doesn't matter, whatever your brightening highlight is, whatever eyeshadow primer you use that. And I'm going to prep my lid from lash to brow. I want you to come close down to that lash line with this to help keep it nice and light. It's going to be key for having short or thin or both eyelashes. All right, we're going to take this, we're going to put this on, and then we are going to prep our lids with a powder. You can use setting powder, you can use an eyeshadow, it's whatever you want. I'm going to use an eyeshadow. I'm going to be using Pup. Because this is a latte look, I'm staying in the brown family. Really just think about what color is your coffee. You get all kinds of colors like heavy creamer, maybe not so much creamer but a touch, or maybe you like your coffee black. Whatever it is, I don't care, but that's how I picked my latte look, was I picked all the colors of the coffees. Anyways, we're gonna clean this off. I'm gonna go into Pup. It's a nice light brown. It's so pretty. All right, we're gonna swirl this around. I'm still using the blend brush. It's a great full lid brush because it's big. All right, we're gonna tap this on from lash to brow. Now what I'm doing here is setting that cream, but also I am creating a really great blending surface. Powders blend better on powders. If you put your powder directly on a cream, it's gonna kind of get sticky and it's gonna be harder to blend. So we're just placing this and you see how it just has almost a flesh tone for me. My main highlight right now is Sandy and I'm using Sunlit to brighten. So that's where my skin tone is, just for reference sake. And it looks like a nice flesh tone for me. If you have deeper skin tones, this would be like me using Cupcake. And if you're lighter than me, grab Cupcake. It doesn't matter. Mama's another really good one. But again, this is a latte look, so I went more brown. All right, I'm gonna switch to the eyeshadow brush right here, and I'm gonna go into Sedona. I have been, aside from a latte look, loving this color. It's so pretty. It's like Bubba, but a bit more cool tone. So I'm gonna go into Sedona, tapping it off. Now here's the deal. As your eyes mature, there might be a lot of movement. I want you to use a tapping method to blend. But you'll notice that this part of your skin becomes more and more hooded. And I want you to live on that hood. So we're gonna start out here, outside of that outer corner, and we're just gonna go straight out here and then follow in, but don't go all the way down. We wanna leave this area as clear as possible because it opens your eyes up when it's lighter. And so we're using a nice light brown like Sedona. You can use Bubba, you can use Cafe, you can use Chai. It's all up to you. The Sedona is the color I'm using, the Sedona. All right, but I'm not bringing it down. There's a good gap right here, and I'm doing that on purpose. All right, here, we're gonna be popping it up here. I really, really need my tweezers, but I took them upstairs, and sometimes stairs are hard. And we're gonna just pop that up top, pulling it straight out, and then coming in. Pulling it straight out, coming in, but not, again, coming all the way down. You wanna keep that light and open. And we're doing all mattes. No shimmers. It's gonna be okay. All right, so I'm grabbing that Sedona some more. We're just gonna pop this up and over. All right, pulling it out, and it gives you that lift that helps hide that hood. It's still there, but we're not getting rid of it. We're just giving the illusion that we don't have hooded eyes, and it gives them the look of lift, makes them look more open, and it's all good. All right, we're gonna take the small end and we're gonna go into Cocoa. This one's a really pretty cool tone. Philly's a bit more warm toned and Cocoa is a bit more cool toned. All right, so it's all what you want out of your makeup. I do love Philly, but for a latte, I just thought Cocoa's gonna be worked out. And so we're gonna pop this under the eye just a little bit, and we're just gonna smoke this out on the outside, and then eye lift. Grabbing it. You don't wanna use dark eyeliners like black and black eyeshadow. My last latte look had black, and it just doesn't work for mature eyes. So somebody asked for me to do one for mature eyes, and I said, okay. So I'm staying off my lid. I'm really staying off my lid. I'm blending this cocoa. I brought the cocoa up and now I'm pushing it in to keep that lift. I'm bringing it up. And then I'm just blending it into that Sedona and towards the lid. And that's it. Towards the lid, that's it. We're just gonna keep this nice and light. We're gonna blend it in with the fluffy end. We're just gonna feather it in. You want it to just have a slow fade, and you can add more if you want, and then just push it in with that fluffy end. Slow fade. Go along that lash line, kind of like a greater than, less than, and just keep blending it down till you're happy. But I like to leave my lid mid and in open for mature eyes because it makes them look more open. And instead of wiping, tapping if you have a lot of lid movement. All right, so again, we're going down here. You can skip this part if you don't like any color under your eyes. Anything can be skipped or added to. It's whatever you want. So we're pulling this up towards that Sedona, and I'm just tapping lightly and building. Going into that brow bone, pushing in onto the lid, and I'm gonna add just a little to the lid here, and then blending it in. But keeping that mid to inner lid open and clear with just that pup color. It's so pretty, and it just gives your eyes that open look, especially when they're hooded. It pops them open, it makes them look bigger. It just does. All right, I am gonna tight line on the top. It makes my lashes look fuller. You can choose to do this. Don't use an eyeshadow. It will transfer, it will fall, it will settle into your fine lines and accentuate them. So don't use a shadow on tight lining. Whatever eyeliner pencil you want to use. I just use Maybelline Tattoo Studio, and I'm only going to go where my lashes are. So don't bring it in. No matter what, don't bring it in. So we're gonna start here on the top, and then I just wiggle. I look down, hold your mirror down, put it on that water line, and then tight line over about 3/4 of the way. This will give your lashes the illusion of them looking a little fuller. You see that? It doesn't close your eye, it's underneath, it's gonna be okay. So we're starting over here, looking down, pushing up onto that water line, and up and over about 3/4 of the way over. It will tickle and your eyes will water at first, so just give it time for your eyes to get used to you doing this. It took me a while to be able to do that. All right, I'm gonna take a liquid liner. If you want a mini wing, I recommend a liquid liner. I like this one. This is Stila Stay All Day. And it is a felt tip, but it's not a loosey-goosey felt tip. It's nice and stiff, and it has this little end, and then on the other side, it has a bigger end. I use the little end. And so here's how I line to give my illusion that I have fuller lashes. I give my eyes some lift, and it also gives the illusion that the eyeliner goes all the way across when it doesn't. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right here on the inner lid into the lash line. It just creates the most subtle definition, and it extends your lash line while it will also look like your eyeliner is going all the way across when it's not. So we're gonna get that don't do the waterline, lid cliff. And that's it. That's all you wanna do on the inside. Then we're gonna come over here to this corner, and we're just going to draw a straight up line, because once our eyes settle back down, that if you go straight up when you're doing this, once your eyes rest, that straight line goes boop, and it makes the perfect angle. I'm not coming far out, and I am gonna go right to the lash line, just barely 1/4 of the way in. You can skip this part if you want, and then I draw the outline, and then I fill it in. And the thing that's nice about this pen is you can pin dot it, and it's nice to fill in that way. So I'm gonna pull this out just a little bit more. And I have a pretty heavy down slope off my corner and from my lid, so I don't let it touch that, because then it can transfer, it can rub off, and that's it. That's all the eyeliner you need. That's it. All right, so we're coming off that corner and going straight up. And then going in, not even 1/4 of the way until it hits that lash line. And then filling it in. Then come up and rest your face and see if you need it to go anywhere else. There. All right, now we're gonna do our lashes. And that's where all this little work pays off, I think. I mean, I wore fake lashes for a long time, the extensions, and my lashes are thin. I haven't been using a serum, so we're gonna wiggle at the root and then just pull up. I don't recommend wiggling at the tip, and we're just really just wiggling to fill in the root area with some mascara. I have really thin lashes, I have really short lashes, and my inner corner is very, very fine when it comes to my lashes. So adding that little lip of liner is a huge game changer for me, and I do that even when I'm wearing glue-ons. All right, so we fill up the lash line by wiggling. And do you see the difference this mascara just makes? I'm not doing a base coat with that white stuff. And then at my second layer, I will pop on. I don't go over here. I really just work on one eye at a time. And when you feel like your lashes are filled up like you like, flick up and down on the tips. Okay? If you ever get mascara on your face, grab a spoolie, and once it's dry, chip it off. On the lower lash, I just wiggle little circles, and that's it. There we go. And that's it. It's not, I don't have crazy real lashes. I wish I did. My daughter played with my spoolie. They've been obsessed with makeup lately. I wonder why. Oh, but anyways, okay, wiggling at the root and pulling. Wiggle, 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 pull. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. This is something I learned from a makeup counter lady in high school, and I just thought, this is it. I'm a makeup artist. Because I sat at a makeup counter, got my makeup done once. I was like, I know everything. But I've never stopped doing this. So you just wiggle at the root. You're just filling it in, filling it up, caking it onto that root as much as you can. If you get, again, mascara on your lid, underneath, on your nose. I don't understand people that can do this. I hit my nose every time. So you just let it dry and then ship it off. But just fill that in and then flick, 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 flick. That's it. That's it, that's it, that's it. And then get those bottom lashes with just a nice small coating. Small. I don't even curl my lashes, it scares me. So I have a hair, like a real hair. There we go. There we go. And I just keep putting on mascara until I'm happy. And I'm not ever happy when I'm not wearing glue-ons. But that's it. This is my Mature Eye Latte look. It's just 3 colors. Pup, Sedona, and Cocoa. It's nice. I like it a lot. It's good. If you're asking about my blush color, it's Frenchie on the apples and VR5 and R5 Demi. I wanted to try it, but everybody always asks what blush color I'm wearing when I do these. And that's it. All right. It's pretty. It's subtle. It's nice. It's everyday. Ta-da. Latte look for mature eyes. Do you see how keeping just that pup on the lid keeps them open, keeps it nice? This is, I'm just trying to like blankly stare at you so you can see. Just keeping it light on the inside, but adding those little touches. I swear, if you go into any department store, Stila Stay All Day, or if you're going into just like not over the counter, I mean, I don't know, but a liquid felt pen. Don't get the little brushy bristles. Not enough control, and I'm a control freak. So that's it. Have a great day.